Hello everybody. So today I wanted to discuss how you can get leads on social media without using paid ads. Now, just to give you a little bit of a disclaimer, paid ads are awesome and I personally am a big fan of them, but I do totally get that sometimes it just isn't in the budget, and I don't want you to have to feel pressured or stretched thin to spend, a ton of money that may not be in the budget right now. In order to get leads. Definitely a handful of really awesome tactics you can implement that can help you get leads organically for your business. So let's dive on into the tips. So the first tip I recommend is making content that actually attracts ideal buyers and not just attracting views. I feel like it's so easy to want to participate in trends just because there's a high chance that it'll get you more views. But the thing is, views does not always equal dollars. I've definitely come across folks who've made videos that have received, thousands of views, but literally generated one or even no sales. But alternatively, a video could easily receive, 50 to 100 views, but generate 10 sales. So I would definitely rather see you in that department where you could actually get some money for doing, the hard work of making the content to promote yourself. Now, if you're not sure exactly what type of videos, your customer wants, I would definitely think about frequently asked questions that your customers typically come to you asking. If one customer has that question, there's a pretty good chance other customers have that question too. Or another really awesome hack, which I personally do constantly, is ask ChatGPT for some advice. You can let ChatGPT know who you are and what your business does, and ask it to give you some ideas of really awesome video content that it feels would attract leads. And then of course you can tailor it a bit to fit, your specific needs. So if it's not specific enough, you could amp it up if need be. But if it gives you great advice, then go ahead and use that. I do that actually very regularly, so highly recommend that tip. Another hack I recommend is using super specific calls to action. Sometimes you may think it's obvious, like, hey, whoever's watching knows exactly what I do. The truth is they may have absolutely zero idea, so you have to tell them and make it incredibly obvious. So 100% you're going to want to put it in the caption and make it super obvious, like, hey, here's how you can buy my stuff, here's how you can work with me. So there is no guessing on their end how they can reach out. And then if you are filming video or audio, you could actually say verbally, hey, here's what I do, here's how I can support, here's how you can buy what I have to offer. So that way they are not scrambling all over the place trying to find you on Google and get in touch with you. You're just telling them exactly what they need. So next, you're going to want to turn engagement into conversation. So a huge aspect of social media is community. So if people are leaving comments on your content, whether it be a question or just a compliment, always respond back. Now, you don't have to respond back in 5 seconds or even that day, because the truth is it's not always realistic. But at least you're going to want to respond in around 48 hours or so, give or take, because people really do appreciate it. I typically make a really big effort to check my pages, once or twice a day, and then just respond to everything in bulk. If that's too much for you, you could definitely check every few days and then respond to those comments in bulk. So if someone comments below, hey, this is awesome, you can respond back, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. If you want to learn more, you can visit this link. Or if someone just comments, hey, how much does this product cost? Comment back, let them know the price, and then remind them exactly where they can purchase the product. So responding back to comments does go a really long way, and I highly, highly recommend it. My next tip is all about lead magnets. So if this is specifically more so for services, if you have a service, lead magnets are fantastic. So an example lead magnet for myself, being a social media agency, could be a free ebook where I provide 10 tips for business owners. Or if you are a business coach, for example, you could give away a free ebook where you teach businesses how to better prioritize their day or their tasks or make more money or something like that. And then basically all they would have to do in order to receive the ebook would be to submit their email or phone number. So that way you will have their contact info and you can add them to your email list. and send them updates on, whatever it is that you are up to. So lead magnets are awesome, and we all love receiving free stuff. So highly recommend implementing that if you can. And the last tip I want to advise is showcasing all wins. So even if you have a super small win, it is definitely worth showcasing. So that way people can see how other people are benefiting from what you have to offer and better visualize them being in that situation. So if you recently, doubled a client's income, doubled a client's Instagram followers, or just gave them some sort of really big boost, talk about it. So that is definitely something that I would recommend implementing, if assuming the client or customer is okay with it. So those are all my tips on how you can help get leads for your company without investing in paid ads. If you have any questions or comments, or want to connect, feel free to reach out. All my info will be in the description bar below, and I do offer free 30-minute consults. So if you ever want to have a chit chat, go ahead and book that, and I would love to connect with you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.